stay with me. You ain't gotta go, you can with me. We could hang out, do the day with me. I'm trying to be a man, it could stay friendly. We could do the beach, we could hang out. Yes, her and the ego to my house. You could spend the night till we wake up. Do it all again, cause it ain't mud. What is this love? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams. Hey yo, my new thing is I don't want you round if you useless. I make a living rhyming, same job as Dr. Seuss's. People only give to give back, that's recoupment. Always have their two hands out, like they. My new thing is you ain't even gotta be my new chick. You can just pull up and.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
What are we waiting for? Life can.
Well, folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. That should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
I wasn't saying you drew it up. You couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. And some momentum off the opening kickoff.
Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping like bang, bouncing to the groove.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And now Holy room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at the Saints defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they got to take care of.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Here we go, Shaq.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. This defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I pinned the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step one, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Saints had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign, dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Off the bootleg, Shuck with it. That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Chris Olave, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Jordan Watkins, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Etienne up the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for your runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now Shuck. Complete. It's Johnson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
A gain of 15
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing, Shuck. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 15.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
1st down, 49ers.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's Purdy. That's complete to McCaffrey. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 57 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Shuck. Incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play out.
He's going to take another shot here. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football play.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for the Saints. First down. 1st and 10.
Now an audible here into something else. Oh, they're going to run a little power pass here. Oh, this one, they need to go to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 21-yard line.
Throw's going to be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to start coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead slims to 5 now at 15-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out looking to repeat that in Chargers defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Purdy now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, 49ers! Jordan Watkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Niners are able to add on to that lead.
Eddie Pinheiro lining up for the
What a
extra point.
first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdown seasons.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. Well, at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never known an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that want...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick 6 ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him a rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On play action, Shuck. He completes it to Olave. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Shuck now to throw. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Saints 17.
Ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time before they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Throwing here, Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
9-yard gain on the play. And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Purdy. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Purdy will look to throw again here. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
First down, San Francisco.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
36, Saints 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The second-round pick leading this offense well. It'll be a first down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw now, Shuck. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Shuck. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
This rookie was already being tested as he tries to lead a comeback here in the second half. Now he's got to get some momentum back after that sack and a big loss.
From the gun on third down, here's Shuck. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Liking 18. Go.
Working out of the gun here, Shuck. And drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Shuck to throw for it on fourth. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Purdy from the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
Breaks through the contact, and he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been our coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, it's Shuck. And got his man complete. And down to the 27-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's taken in left side by Vele. Touchdown! Devon Vele, 26 yards. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
27.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Purdy. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards.
And the 49er first down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Purdy. And a catch right side by Evans. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And across the goal line into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Niners add 6 to their lead. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of this season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their blocks just a little bit long.